Hi, welcome to the Certified Mama's Boy podcast. I'm Steve Kramer. This is my mom, Nancy Yancey. This is a podcast about life, and I just use my mom's advice to get through it because hell, life's hard sometimes. So this is my mom. This is just what we do over here. So, hi, Mom.
Hi, honey.
Okay, if you've ever had fears about being lost in the woods in the dark, this story is going to be like the worst possible story for you, y'all. I, why is my life like this? I don't know. like, my life always has to be like a little bit always a level of complicated. Always has to be some level of complicated. Never just go over like super smooth. I yesterday went on probably my most beautiful Maryland hike I've ever been on. And of course it had to end extremely tragically because that's just how my life goes. It can never just go smooth, right? So I just want you to put yourself in this situation. If you remember, if I don't remember this on the radio show or the podcast, but I said that I was pretty disappointed because I haven't done anything fall here at all. Like it's kind of the end peak of the season for the leaves, and I haven't really gotten outside and done anything. I kind of feel like I've kind of wasted the fall here. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to go hiking. I'm going to get out. I'm going to go do something. So I asked a friend if she wanted to go hiking. She said, sure. And so, Mom, where are you going, Mom? My mom literally just got up. We're doing video podcast today. And so, like, where are you going?
I had to open up my blinds so that you can see me better.
Yeah, it's very distracting when you do video. You just leave the show.
I see. Okay.
So, where was I in the story now? Okay, so we go hiking, right? And so, if you're a Maryland person, we did Sugarloaf Mountain. Never done Sugarloaf before. And there's all different kinds of hikes. I decided to do the longer version of the hike. It's 7 miles. The 7-mile hike. It's a long one. It's a doozy. It's a 3.5 hour hike. But I'm like, okay, we got time. And now keep in mind, it's also time change Sunday. So in my head, I'm like, I know it's going to get dark around 5:30, 5:45, 6 o'clock. But I think that still gives us plenty of time to like get this thing done. No problem, right? So head out on the trail, get there at like 1 o'clock. That's still, even if it's 4 hours, we're still fine, right? Because all trails said about 3.5, 4 hours. But I'm usually faster than all trails. So I'm like, okay, cool. No problem. Max 4 hours. We're back by sunset. So we go on this really, it's beautiful. It was a beautiful trail. Like it was awesome. I had a great afternoon. It was a long hike. It was awesome. It was great. We get to the other side of the mountain. It's like overlooking. I'll post a picture, but like it's overlooking Frederick. It's like there's still plenty of leaves to like. It's just I don't know. There weren't a lot of. Actually, there was nobody. By the time we got to the other side of the mountain, there's nobody over there, which probably should have been my first sign that like something was wrong. Because at this point, we got to the other side and it was like 4:30, and I'm like, okay, well, it's getting a little late, but what are we gonna do? Like we're over here. We have to kind of like keep going. You know what I mean? Like what are we gonna do? So we hung out on that side for about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. And then I'm like, all right, we gotta like pick up the pace a little bit or we're gonna like get screwed. And so, but it's still okay. Like I'm not really worried about it. All I'm trying to do is just get back to the green dot where we started, right? So I'm just kind of like looking at the map and I'm like, this it doesn't seem right. Like, it doesn't really make a lot of sense because it's only supposed to be a 7-mile hike, but like just keep going. It seems like we just keep going, y'all. So anyway, we're still trying to enjoy the hike. Have like a beautiful sunset, like the sun's coming through, the sun's going down. It was a beautiful day yesterday here. The sun's like coming through on like the leaves. It's really pretty. We're still in really good spirits at this point. Everything's still really good. But I'm like, damn, like we still have like 2 hours to go, and like, how is that possible? How did I get this so wrong? Yo, now it's like starting to get dark. Okay, now I'm like out here in the woods and I've got like no lights on me and like I got no way to like get in touch with anybody. I get my phone, but like who am I gonna call? Like who in the world would I
come get me
call?
On the trail?
You know what I mean? Yeah, like where am I? Like who am I gonna call? Like I'm on Sugarloaf Mountain. Where? I don't know. Like I'm just on Sugarloaf Mountain. Like what am I gonna do? Like what are they gonna do? Like what are they like? Literally, what my only option is to keep going.
Right.
So like I've just got to like just kind of like keep walking. And so I'm like, okay, we just got to like, and luckily it's still like somewhat light, but like it's getting dark. And I'm like, man, we are still pretty far away from this dot. Like this trail doesn't make any sense to me, but like we're just going to keep going. And luckily we like found a road, and we're like kind of walking down this road. And I'm like, damn, it's dark out here. We like passed by this like mansion, this like kind of like haunted looking mansion. I mean, it was like spooky. It's getting spooky. Now it's like 5:30, 5:45. So it's like 45 minutes past sun. It is black outside. I mean, y'all know time change. That first one's so drastic too, because you're just like, whoa, like what happened? This just got like super crazy, super dark. Like, I don't know what just happened. So, and I'm even trying to take shortcuts. I'm like, man, I don't know. We're just trying to get out. So all of a sudden at like 6:00, keep in mind, we have been hiking now it's now the 5th hour of this max 4-hour hike. It is now, I think, on mile 9 of this supposed 7-mile hike. Oof. And all of a sudden, y'all, this is like, oh, you want to talk about a punch in the gut? I look up and I'm like, and I didn't want to say anything. So I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, oh my God, this was not directing us to my car. This was directing us to the front of the fucking park.
Oh.
Because my dumbass literally started the app when I pulled into the park, because I was afraid I was going to lose service. When I got up there, I wanted to make sure that I didn't lose service. So I literally, I was like, all right, that's it. Like, I'm going to make sure. So I hit go, because I was like, okay, I'm going to like make sure. Because in my head, I was like, this makes perfect sense, right? So y'all, now here it is. It's 6:00. The park closed at sundown. And we're at the front of the park. And nowhere near my car, by the way. So like it's pitch black dark, nowhere near my car, no lights, no nothing. All we have is my cell phone, and that's literally it. Like that's literally all I have is my cell phone. And then but like again, what options do we have? There is no other option other than to just, you got to just do it. Like you got no option.
Can you call Uber?
That actually, why didn't I think of that? Yeah. That's smart. Why didn't I think about that? Should have called an Uber. I don't know, Mom. That's literally the smartest idea. How did my 80-year-old mother think of this? And I did not think about this. I should have called a damn Uber. I should have literally called an Uber to pick us up, but I did not even think about that. I don't know. I did not even think about having an Uber pick me up. Here's the worst part. So I'm like, well, I was like, listen, we have no option. We have to just like walk. And by the way, my friend is being so extremely nice, because I would have been a huge pain in the ass about this. I would have been literally the biggest pain in the ass. If anybody literally was trying to like get me to hike on this and like taking me like on by the way, this ended up being a 10.3 mile hike. It was by far, it was the second longest hike I've ever done in my whole entire life.
Whoa.
Because we went 3 extra miles. So all we could do was then hike back up, basically back up the mountain, back up to my car. Now, few things. As we are walking back up, all of a sudden this truck pulls up, and I can tell that it's a park ranger. I'm like, oh, thank God. Okay, so like someone is here to rescue us. So like this is at least like crisis is averted. So like that's like this nightmare is over. Like we finally have someone's here to save us.
Your car.
And so the guy like pulls up. He's like, hey. I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you drive a Jeep? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, well, you're the last one here. And I'm like, yeah. And then he pulls off, and I'm like, are you just annoyed? Like, are you just annoyed that like you think I want to be here? Does this look like a leisurely fucking stroll that I'm on right now? Like, you think I'm here for fun? Does it look like we're on a leisurely evening stroll out here?
Wow.
Like, no, I'm stuck on the side of this fucking mountain right now. Like, did you not pick me up? Now, this gets worse. This gets worse. If you think that's the worst part of this story, no, it gets worse. At that point, the truck then passes, turns around, comes back. Does he say something to us the second time, or does he not? I don't think he does. He doesn't say anything to us the second time, but he drives past us really slowly, and then he goes, and he literally like waits for us at the very top to make sure that we're gonna. I'm like, why did this guy not help us? Why did this guy not help us?
Why didn't you ask him to help you?
For some reason, it didn't register fast enough. By the time this guy was like out of here, he was like gone. I was like, why did that asshole not just stop and like help? Like, obviously, like I do not what do you think that we're doing out here?
Oh, no.
Like, literally, sir, what do you think? Do you think this is fun for me?
No.
Like, no, I'm not having fun. I'm literally in distress. I don't know if you can tell. I'm sure you want to go home, but so do I. I also want to go home. So you could have just picked me up in the back of your fucking truck and let me just go home. So that was extremely, extremely stressful. So anyway, we get to the. I've never been more happy to get back to my car. By the way, I've never been more happy to get to my car.
I bet.
And I feel terrible because I've never hiked with this friend before, and I was like kind of joking before we even left. I'm like, yeah, and I don't know if you can keep up with me, but I'm a pretty good hiker. Like, I was kind of bragging about my hiking skills, you know.
No.
So like now I'm like, oh my god, it's scary. I mean, it's really scary. I don't like it's. You don't really think about like hiking going wrong, you know, like.
Yeah, you're out in the woods in the dark.
You assume everything's going to go right, you know. At least I do. I just assume that like the second that you go for a hike, you're like, oh, everything's going to go fine. But like, what do you do if it doesn't? And like, I think in that situation, it's like there was no choice but to just keep going. You know, we just had to like just keep going and figure it out. But it was. I'm not gonna lie. I played like I was tough, but it was pretty scary there for a while because I was like, I don't honestly know how to get back. I mean, I'm a pretty good troubleshooter, but like I was like, damn man, if there's like some kind of coyote out here or something, I can't see shit. All you can hear is noises, and all I got is an iPhone light, and like this is ill prepared. So I think from now on I gotta carry a flashlight. I don't care what time of day it is because I'm like I can't imagine being stuck out on a damn mountain in the middle of the night. It'd be wild. Anyway, survived that one. Another Stephen Yancey survives another crazy situation in his life.
Was this a female you were hiking with?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So you think that your FedEx driver is going to come attack you? Like what is this story?
So you all know the dilemma with my FedEx drivers. And I finally had one I liked, and I complimented him on what a great job he did. I was so excited until last week. So it's when the babies were still here, and we had a lot of little riding toys out in the driveway. And all of a sudden, he comes barreling. Now, nobody was out there except me. I was on the front porch. He comes barreling down the driveway, backing up. And I'm thinking he's going to run over one of the little trikes.
By the way, we spend more time talking about your FedEx drivers on this podcast. I wish Dante. Dante's one of our San Diego listeners, one of our 3 male listeners. He literally can like pull stats on anything. Dante, I would love for you to pull stats on how many times we've talked about a FedEx and or Amazon driver for this podcast, because I swear to God, it has to be 30% of my mom's stories has to do with an Amazon or a FedEx driver.
It's life in suburbia when you don't have stores to go to that
I guess so.
You can get things you need.
It has something to do with some type of. I mean, honestly, God, if we had to bet how many stories on this show have to do with some type of delivery driver, it is exponentially high.
15.
Wait, I think higher than that.
Really?
I think 50% of your content comes from some type of delivery. Yeah, so like in your, you tell one story a show. I would say that puts us at about I would say probably 18% of the content of this whole program comes from delivery drivers. But anyway, back to this one. So now this one's going to kill you for some reason.
This one takes a different twist.
Okay.
So I held up my hand, and he had his window down. And I went flying up to his window, and I said, "Can you see there are little children's toys out here?"
Which, by the way, is so out of character for you.
Well, it made me furious.
I feel like you're kind of getting a little like old lady batty as you get older. Yeah.
Well, I don't want people messing with my grandkids.
To be like this. Hang on, I do want to point this out. The last couple of weeks, have you noticed that like you've been a little what's the word? Is anybody noticed
hostile?
Yeah, like
I'm hostile towards this guy. He's really upsetting
towards
me.
like a lot of people, like you're turning a little more Jim Yancey, a little less
Who?
Nancy
Who else
Yancey.
besides drivers have I had a quandary with?
I don't remember. Do y'all remember? Remember I mentioned this maybe last week. Somebody remind me of the story. There was a story maybe last week or 2 weeks ago where I was like, "Oh, that's very out of character for you," because typically you wouldn't like speak up about something like this. I don't remember I can't remember what it was now, but I'm sure somebody does. You guys are way better like remembering like stuff like this than me.
Well, he got very upset with me. And he said, "You need to clear your driveway because FedEx is coming."
Oh.
And I mean, he's a big, burly guy, right?
Yeah.
And I said, "No, I do not. Actually, you are supposed to stop at the top and walk it down." He said, "Yeah, I did that before. You remember you told me how great I did?" And I said, "Yes, I did, because you did exactly right." He said, "Well, why are you jumping on my shit now?" And I said, "Because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. And I have 3 grandchildren here, and you could have hit any one of them as fast as you were going out here." And he said, "Well, you need to get your driveway cleared off when you're expecting FedEx to come." And I said, "Oh, no, that is not the way it goes." I said, You leave your truck at the top of the drive and you walk these packages down to my front door." So then he hands me my package and he takes a picture of it, right? And I'm standing there holding my package. He's not even getting out of his truck. And I said, "Well, I will be calling your supervisor."
Oh.
And he goes,
very Jim Yancey of you, by the way.
He goes, "I don't care who you call. You can call the damn CEO if you want to."
Oh. That's very Dawsonville, by the way.
Oh man.
Don't threaten a Yancey to call a CEO.
I
You
said,
know how we are.
"Well, I just may." And he sped out of here. All right, so I came in, I told Jim. Jim got on the call with the supervisor.
Now, explain that, because I feel like that's a vital part of the story.
Yeah. So Jim has a supervisor for the serious number. I don't know how he got it. I don't know anything about it, but he knows Jim Yancey well now. And Jim said, "Okay."
You know how he got it. I'm sure he annoyed his way into that some way, somehow. You know what I mean?
Excuse me, I'm not well today. Anyway, I don't really know how he got it, but I know that he can get any number he wants to if he wants it. So I didn't hear the conversation, but he came out later and said, "I called the supervisor, and he said the guy apologized." And I said, "Well, that's not really good enough for me." And he said, "Yeah, I know." He said, "I told him to not send that guy down here again," or something like that. Well, lo and behold, 2 days later, guess who comes down the drive? And Jim's outside this time. So Jim walks over and takes the package, right? I mean, there's painters here, there's trucks everywhere. He gets out and he walks over to the garage door and he sets it down beside the garage, not at the front door.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim said, "That's not where it goes." He said, "Well, that's where it's going." And Jim said, "Yeah, you need to get on out of here." Well, excuse me.
Oh, boy.
What occurred to me that night, I was locking up the house, and I thought, this guy could come back and harm us. Like, he knows.
I mean, yeah. That's what they do. That cough is really bad.
He knows, I'm sorry. He knows that we're 2 older people and that it's mostly us here. And he could come back and try to harm us. So I got really scared of my FedEx driver, and I thought about it. I didn't say anything to Jim, but Jim said, "Don't talk to him anymore. I think he's mentally ill."
Wait, that's okay. That's a big accusation to go from, like.
Well, because he's so aggressive.
It is aggressive. Now, this is the same guy you were saying you loved a few weeks ago, by the way. I feel like this is a real fall from grace, because you guys were like praising this man's name just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, because he was doing what he was supposed to do.
Y'all are a real bad judge of character, it seems.
Now he's turned on us. Well, you know I'm a terrible judge of character.
Yeah,
you know
I see
that. Oh, boy. So anyway, I decided not to call his supervisor.
Now you're scared of him.
And now I'm scared of him. So if I see the FedEx truck coming, I'm hiding.
Now you're like, there's no way we can do that. You know what I mean? Like, we can't do it. We can't do it. Nobody can send any FedEx packages. Only UPS from here on out.
That's right.
I'd say it's probably a smidge of an irrational fear. I don't think I mean, I don't know that I mean, it's a very salacious headline, right? Like, FedEx driver gets fed up, slashes old person's throat.
Well, if we get murdered, you just tell them to call FedEx.
Yeah, I'll know where to start for sure.
Yeah.
I'll know exactly. But here's a problem with a Yancey murder is Jim Yancey's got so many fucking enemies that I wouldn't even know where to start. I would not, honest to God, if he got murdered, I would not. If my dad got murdered, I would not even know where to start.
But I don't. Like, I've only got the FedEx guy and the Amazon guy.
I would just have to assume it's the FedEx guys. That'd be pretty easy. But other than that, I feel like we won't know. We'll have no idea. All right, certified fans, thank you so much for your support of the show. Really appreciate you guys for all you do for us, man. It's a big support. In case you don't know what a certified fan is, it's somebody that contributes to our show. It's contributions start at $6 a month, and it kind of goes up from there depending on what kind of perks you want for the show. We can add ad-free to that. We have the Ask Me Anything episodes. We have the ultra contributions to the show. Those are our boy leavers, man. Those are the people that say, hey, we'll do anything to help support this show. That's like and we'll love you guys back in the most important of ways. Thanking you guys every show. That's I consider those to be like the producers of this podcast. So just know there's people all over this country that want to support the show, and that's how we pay the bills for this show. There's no other way that we keep this podcast running other than fan support. And so we're just very thankful for you for doing that. So thank you so much. For anyone that is a certified fan, this is our little slice of the show where we stop just to thank you now. Thank you, period. Now, we always need more support for the show. We actually lost somebody else this week. Did we lose two people? We lost one person this week. And so when we do, man, it's always a bummer because I'm like, it's the end of the year, and we need all the support we can get. So when you become a certified fan, first perk, number one, you get our Thursday show. It's called More Mama's Boy. It is not in the podcast player. What is that called? Podcast? What is that? What do you call that podcast?
I
Somebody's screaming out loud right now. Yeah, not in your podcast. Whatever.
Library.
You can't find it. Yeah, it's not, you can't. Yeah, library. Thank you. You can't find it by searching Kramer. Kramer, wrong show. You can't find it by just searching. If you were to go in there and just type in More Mama's Boy, you can't find it that way. It's a hidden podcast until you subscribe to become a certified fan. When you do, you'll get instant access to it. There's about maybe 60 episodes that you haven't heard of Certified Mama's Boy, and they're added every single Thursday. So consider that like a whole thing. And since it's not a publicly showed podcast, trust me, we're way more wild over there. I definitely say things that I don't feel comfortable talking about on this public podcast. So I don't know. Certified fans seem to really kind of like it over there better because it's just a little more, I don't know, it's hidden. You know how it is. It's kind of more like a group of friends sitting around, just kind of chit-chatting. So that is called More Mama's Boy, and you get that plus a bunch of perks when you join Certified Fans. It's $6 a month, and you can do that by going to the show notes and joining by just clicking on Certified Fans. It takes 2 seconds, and we really appreciate your support by doing that. Okay, number 2 is you can support by adopting a show. Adopting a show is a great way, man, because you're going to get instant love right back at you. You can adopt a show in honor of a special occasion. You can adopt a show just because you love the show. I mean, you don't really need a reason to adopt a show. We just need your help adopting a show. I kind of came up with this concept over the summer of like, hey, why don't we put every show up for adoption, and then you can just adopt different episodes if you've got something coming up that just you love, or if you just have something special to celebrate, or just whatever. It would be really great to have you celebrate. We'll celebrate you, or just whatever on these different episodes. So that's what we did. And so every episode is out for adoption. And so today's episode is this whole week is adopted by our friend Margaret.
Oh, Margaret. Love her. Loved her for so long.
Oh my gosh. Did we meet her at church? Margaret's a family friend.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
God, how long have I known Margaret now? Since birth?
Pretty close. I don't remember. We were there before they were, but not much longer before.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
wild about
say it's
church.
probably the mid-'80s.
That's wild about church, though. I will say that about church. Like, I don't go to church, but like, I will say, like, shout out church because, like, that's wild how you can like meet somebody that long and like keep up with each other that long, And I mean, neither of y'all go to that church anymore, and like, but like, you
No,
still keep up.
I think she does.
Oh, does she still go?
I'm not sure about that, honestly. Maybe not.
Oh my gosh. Well, either way, and we definitely don't. I mean, I don't live in the damn state anymore, but it's kind of cool how we keep up with it. I think it's like the bonds that you can make in church are kind of like no other.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. And so Margaret, she's been supporting me in all kind of ways. It's like kind of like you're stuck now, Margaret. Who knows what the next venture will be?
Since Bible school.
Yeah, I was gonna say since damn
She
Bible
bought
school.
all your Bible school videos.
Yeah.
You
never
promote
know.
that.
You never know what the
She
next
went to
venture
your
will
plays
be.
at Norcross.
Plays. Yeah.
She's
you just
followed
never
you
know.
on every radio station
All the way
from
around
the
the country.
time you went to college. She's
and now
a
look at
good
this.
friend.
And now look at us. We're doing this wacky podcast for 5 years. For 5 years, which is crazy. Actually, we're 5.5 years now. Yeah, we're officially now in this month into 5.5 years. And wow, that's crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
That's really wild to say 5.5 years. I remember we started this podcast. Well, don't get me all nostalgic, but it's just kind of crazy to think about. Like that's like a really long time. But anyway, very thankful for you, Margaret. So anyway, when you adopt a show, you can like do a little shout out on there. She said, adoption of this episode is just because I love you. Also, if you're like me, you're struggling with this time change. She already knew. Like, keep in mind, she didn't buy this today, but she just knew. Like, she knew this was going to come up, and she was like, I know this is going to suck. Like, I need this little serotonin boost for the Tuesday after time change. Y'all, today is time change Monday when we're recording this, and like, y'all know my feelings. Y'all know my feelings on this. I don't understand why we do this. I don't understand why we have to do this every time. I just get very. It was just a crazy day period. Like I really haven't stopped today, but like it's just like my body just feels so wonky, and it will. Tomorrow's gonna feel even worse. I know Tuesday's gonna feel it today when you're listening to this or whatever day this week. Like my body does not adjust well to time change.
And I can't imagine the adrenaline rush you must have been having to go to bed last night.
What do you mean?
After that hike?
On schedule. Oh, I know.
Woo!
I know. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, it was a long day yesterday.
Yeah.
For sure.
Ooh.
But anyway, Margaret, I hope that today is a better day than yesterday. But this whole week, I feel these time change weeks are so funky. Shout out everybody in Arizona not dealing with this right now. It was my favorite thing about living in Arizona was not having to deal with time change and the 75 degrees winters. Those were my two favorite things. And Sedona. I loved living so close to Sedona. It was really nice. I took that for granted, though. Honest to God, I wish I would have gone there more often. Anyway, it's not about Arizona. It's about Margaret. Thank you for adopting this whole week, Margaret. Very kind of you to do that. We needed to get this week adopted, and you did it. You stepped in and did that for us. So thank you for the extra support of the show. Who knows what venture will be next? Right now it's a podcast, but you just never know what these wacky Yanceys will come up with next. So, all right, Mom, let's give Margaret a whoop whoop and thank her for the extra support of the show.
Okay, whoop whoop to our sweet, sweet friend, Margaret H., whom we love so dearly and have for a very long time.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll have December episodes up for adoption in about another week or two. So start thinking, is there something, any December dates that speak to you? We would love to get you on there and get these episodes adopted. So start thinking ahead, and you can always adopt, just so you know, just if you're ever wondering how you can adopt, I'll always link in the show notes. So you can go to certifiedmamasboy.com. Okay, Mom, we have to have kind of a hard conversation. And I'm like kind of serious about this. It's like, wait, I just unplugged my headphones. It's like 70% serious, 30% a joke, but really it's mostly serious. I'm kind of worried about you a little bit, and I think that you've got to be a little bit more serious, and you're not going to love this conversation, but you got to be a little more serious about something. I think that you've got to be more careful about not having the babies come over when you're sick, because, and it actually is not, it's not really a joke, but like I am not like super concerned, but I am getting, you've been sick now for 2 weeks, and you are like really sick, like you're really sick. And I feel like every time the babies come over, and in case you're new to our show, I've got a triplet niece and nephews, and every time they come over and they're sick, and they will come over, and my sister will allow them to come over to my mom's house, even when they are sick. And I just feel like you're at that age where your body can't quite handle that anymore, because you've been sick now for a little. I mean, how long has it been? Has it been 2 weeks yet, or 10 days? I mean, you've been, and now
It's
you're
only
like an
been a week,
antibiotic.
hasn't it? Yeah. Didn't they
I
leave a
mean,
week ago? Yeah.
okay, well, it's been a week,
Yeah.
but you're like
Tomorrow.
antibiotic sick, and like
A
nobody
week
else is
tomorrow.
antibiotic sick.
Right.
And
Well,
I'm worried. If I, in all seriousness, I'm kind of worried that like it's like not good, like people your age, y'all get sick one time and like that's it, like it's over. You just you get one cold and
and
bye
we're
bye
out.
Nancy Yancy. It's like
We're out.
that ain't the yeah, like I ain't going to the ICU because you got the sniffles. Like I ain't doing that. Like we ain't going out that way. You know what I mean? I think you've got to be a little more worried or a little more safe. You just can't be catching the common cold no more, because that'll be your last one. That'll be your last cold, and then you're dead.
Oh, okay.
I mean, do you think about that though? Like, do
Well,
you
I
like?
mean, these babies are going to have runny noses until next May.
Well, yeah.
So, do you think I'm not going to see them all winter because they
Well,
have runny noses?
but they are
I
like,
think
but they were
so.
very clearly sick this last time, and like you knew they were sick.
Well, just Jack, really.
Well, okay, yes, but that was a baby that was sick. It doesn't matter. I mean, he was
Yeah.
clearly sick.
Yeah.
And I mean, in seriousness, I think that like that's something that like has to be considered. Now, is that something that you're willing to take serious or not? Is, I guess, the question. Like, or are you just, you know, because people your age do be dying of stuff like this.
I know. That's why I went to the doctor.
I know. And so, what did you get diagnosed with?
Well, what she said was there's a little bit of congestion in my right lung, so she's going to give me an antibiotic for pneumonia, even though it's not pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
It's not pneumonia, but she's going to treat it as it is so that it doesn't get worse.
Mom.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I don't have pneumonia.
But if they're treating it like that, that's definitely not a good thing.
It's because there's nothing else to treat it with.
Well, that's definitely not a good thing. Right?
Well, I mean,
Can we
it is
agree?
what it is. I'm on the podcast. I'm not dead.
Not
I'm not
yet.
in bed.
Not yet.
No, not
Until
yet.
you are. Then what do we do?
You bury me at Just Love Forest.
I'm just not willing to lose you over a baby being sick.
Okay.
And
all right.
I just feel like you, and I think actually, doesn't Maggie even try? I mean, she does say stuff, doesn't she? Like, she doesn't want to bring them down, does she? Like, who is the person that vetoes? Is it you or her that says it's okay?
Probably me. But
Yeah.
your dad didn't get sick.
Yeah.
So, and he hasn't gotten sick since I've been sick. So
I don't know. A lot of y'all have kids. So how do y'all handle this? Like, when do you let your kids around the grandparents when they're sick, or do you not? Because again, I'm new to this. And so this happened a while ago. Oh, wait, it wasn't that long ago. It was just
a week.
No. I'm talking about this. This happened recently.
What, that they were here?
Yeah. No. Like where they came and they were sick, and then you got sick and you were sick for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
And then I feel like they came back and they were sick, and then you got sick for like an extended period of time.
The same thing as the visit before. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just takes you a very long time to, like, get over it when they're sick.
Yeah, it does.
Until one time, you're going to have the eternal sickness
Ooh.
of death.
Ooh.
But again, I don't know if like most people are dealing with that. I don't know if y'all think about that or not. But I don't know if most people are like whatever, like it's not a big deal. Like it's
the price you pay for love.
No, it's not even that because it's like I just don't know if like if like it's a parent thing to worry about or not.
Oh.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about like people our age. Like, do you allow your kids around?
Oh, I gotcha.
Around the grandparents if they're sick or not. So anyway, we can talk about that because I honestly don't know. I don't know if it's just like, oh well, like they need to see their grandparents and they're going to be sick, so I'm not quite sure like what to do. So all right, let's do Ask My Mom. This is did you get the email back, by the way?
I did.
Okay, so Ask My Mom is an advice segment that we do. This is we do this every now and then in case you're new to our show. How this works is if you ever have a dilemma that you're going through and you need some motherly advice. My mom's been a mom now for a long time.
46 years.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Long time. And so you can always go to certifiedmamasboy.com. Actually, a lot of you guys just DM me, but that's fine too, whatever. But you can go to certifiedmamasboy.com. You might as well because we're paying for it. And click contact us and send us a message. And then my mom will give you her motherly advice. Then we hop in as your podcast family and give you our 2 cents as well. So what's happening, Mom?
Dear Mama Nancy, I've been married for 12 years, and lately I've been seriously thinking about leaving my wife. It's not because I don't care about her, I do. She's a good person and has been my partner through a lot. But over the past few years, something has shifted. I'm not physically attracted to her anymore, and that's really hard to say out loud. When we first got together, we were both active, always doing things together. But after a few health issues and job stress, she stopped taking care of herself. She's gained quite a bit of weight, barely moves off the couch after work, and doesn't seem motivated to change. I've tried to bring it up gently, but it always ends with her crying and me feeling like a jerk. So I've stopped saying anything. Meanwhile, I'm starting to resent her, and I hate that. We barely connect physically anymore, and I'm ashamed to admit I've caught myself fantasizing about being with someone else. I haven't cheated, but if I stay, I'm afraid I might. I don't want to be that person who blows up their marriage because of attraction, but I also don't want to live the rest of my life pretending I'm happy when I'm not. Can you come back from something like this? Or is physical attraction too big a piece of the puzzle to ignore? I think you could both benefit from some good marriage counseling because obviously she's unhappy too. It's not just you, but you're obviously not able to talk about it. So I would hate for you to just throw in the towel without having some good discussion around it and trying to see if, you can turn it around. Can you turn it around? Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can.
Why you say that?
Because I have. I mean, you can do that. People turn relationships around all the time. But you both have to want it, and you both have to do the work to make it happen. And I hope that she would be willing to do the work, and it sounds like perhaps you would if you love her and you want to stay with her. So that's what I would say.
I mean, yeah, you can do whatever you want. Like, I guess the question is, do you want to?
Yeah.
Right? Like, from the sound of this email, I mean, doesn't sound like you're that excited about it. And I feel like if you've gone that far, like, I guess that's the first question you have to ask yourself is like, do I really want to continue this? Like, I mean, I think physical attraction is definitely a part, right? I mean, you tell me, Mom, is it a big part as you get older, or is it not?
Oh,
Does it
sure it
matter at all?
is.
Does it matter at all what Dad looks like at all to you anymore? Honest to God.
Now, at 54 years of marriage?
Yeah.
Not really,
Yeah.
because I love him for a lot of other reasons, but
So I mean, that's kind of important to hear, I guess, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so you've been married for 12 years. I don't know how old you are, but like, and I didn't know this person by name, so um,
Yeah.
I
But he says it's not because he doesn't care about her that he
yeah.
does.
But I think that'd be hard. I think that'd be really hard. I mean, I honestly, if I not this is not about me at all. This is not about me one bit. But I'm gonna make it about me because that's what I do. It's this show has been not about me for about 3 minutes, and I'm really having a hard time with it. If I'm being completely honest with you, I'm having a really hard time with the way my body looks right now and meeting somebody in the shape that I'm in right now. Knowing that like this ain't gonna be me forever. Knowing that like this ain't it. You know what I mean? Like it's nice, but like this ain't gonna be it forever. And like that really kind of freaks me out because I think it adds a layer of pressure. I've had body image issues my whole life. I mean, when you grow up heavier, there's always a level of anxiety when it comes to your weight. But and I would say in the last 5 years or so, it hasn't been as much of an issue until I got into this shape and then realized it's a lot of pressure. Because it's really hard for me to stay in this shape. And I'm really scared that I'm going to meet somebody and they're going to like the way I look like this. And I just know this is not going to be me forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really scared of like what's going to happen when I'm not this shape anymore.
But don't you want them to care about you for something other than your physical attributes?
Well, yeah, but just like we heard in this message, how important is physical looks? How much
Well,
is
she's
physical
probably
appearance?
not very happy either. She's probably not very happy with herself either.
But I worry like how important is physical appearance when it comes to relationships? And if you meet somebody and they look a certain way and you like the way they look physically, will you still feel the same way if they're 20 pounds heavier, 30 pounds heavier? I mean, I hope the answer is yes.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't know. So, but it kind of goes back to this, right? So it's like I hear this and I'm like smidge triggering because what do you do? What do you do if you're just like not attracted to your partner anymore? I don't know.
You talk it out with a professional.
Yeah. It's probably more than a silly podcast can probably help you through, unfortunately. But if there's somebody that's like, I don't know, like you guys usually have some good advice, but like if you want to hop in the conversation, we'll talk about it over on the Certified Fans page, but like I don't know. I just know I can't eat 165 grams of protein every day for the rest of my life.
Not sustainable.
It's fine for a couple of months, but
no.
I'm getting really burnt out of protein shakes, y'all. For those who keep it up, yeah, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. But the holiday's about to hit. It's going to be game over. And about to get them fat pants back on, y'all. It's gonna feel good getting the sweatpants back on. I already put sweatpants back on for the season. I'm like, ooh, these are comfortable. The sweat's hitting. I'm like, ooh, I got some elastic in them waist. I like that. I like that elastic waist. Yes.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
but y'all been here for all the waits. That's what I love about y'all. Anyway, and it's not here or there. I would say honestly, you got to go talk to somebody about that.
Yeah.
You got to go talk to somebody about that.
Don't throw in the towel. Try to work through it. 12 years is a long time. You've been through a lot together. Yeah. Obviously, you probably have a lot to hang on to. So, yeah, try to work it out. I hope it works out.
All right. You can call us 888-Kramer-8. You can also go talk. We'll talk about on the Certified Fans page if you got some 2 cents on this. I can always send those messages over. All right, that's it for today. Really appreciate you guys. Hopefully the time change is not beating your ass too hard. And except for everybody over in Arizona. Hope you're enjoying your normal week. Really appreciate everybody, especially our boy leavers. Man, this is our crew. This is our core 10 humans that really keep Mama's Boy going. We would not, just know if you love Mama's Boy, you better love these 10 people. You know what? We're going to start from the bottom today because I always start from the top. I'm going to start from the bottom.
That's a good idea.
Because why not? I feel like Angela P always has to go last, but she's going to go first today because maybe somebody's going to mix it up. I don't know.
Good.
Angela P, we love you so much. Michelle K, we love you so much. And Tina U, we love you so much. And Kieran W, we love you so much. And Lisa H, we love you so much. And Carissa, you don't get a last name because we just don't. And Alexandra T, we love you so much. And Queen Pam, we love you so much. And Donald, we love you so much. And of course, Candy Z, we love you so much. You guys are the best. Those are our boy leavers. You can become a boy leaver and support the show. We'd really love that. We've got room for plenty more boy leavers. So, if you want to support the show in a big way, we'd love for you to be a boy leaver, become a certified fan. In the show notes, upgrade your support. We'd really love that. All right, Mom, that's it. We'll see everybody on Thursday for more Mama's Boy. If not, we'll see you guys back here next Tuesday. We were back on schedule till Thanksgiving week. And get us out of here for today's show, Mom.
Okay, stay well, and I'll be well, and love you forever.